I'm here with Jake Puhl, who's the CEO of the Dentist Entrepreneur Organization. And, when I first got introduced to you guys over a year and a half ago, when I attended your first event, I was so impressed on your mission and what your vision is for the dental industry and how you're helping dental practices achieve the right mindset to grow. Because that's what we're talking about today in dentistry, is that group practices are becoming more relevant, right? The word DSO is becoming the new catchphrase of the industry. And as these dentists migrate their mindset from being clinicians to entrepreneurs, what I've liked about this organization a lot was that you guys were actually making that mindset shift. It's a funky word, but tell us more about how the stories that I've started. Like, I know Dr. Mark Cooper started this organization. Give us a little background on what was the purpose when Mark created the DEO and where it's going now.
Yeah. Well, we're certainly in interesting times, I think, right now. So Dr. Cooper has been in the dental industry for many years, many, we'll just say. And he basically has been teaching dentists how to lead and how to lead with core values and become more self-aware. And in the past, 15 years, he kind of has been very future thinking and saw this change, this consolidation coming. And he's kind of been beating the drum in the industry, saying, hey, look, groups are going to be the future for about 15 years. And you can imagine how unpopular that was 15 years ago. Absolutely. Well, here we are now. And, for the past 15 years, he's been teaching dentists how to think more like entrepreneurs. And so when him and I met up, I had previously come from a marketing agency I had built that helped dentist marketing. I saw also the same future he saw with my marketing agency. We were doing a lot of marketing for many, many dental practices across the U.S. Right. And I was seeing, we had group practices and solo dentists who were our clients, and I was seeing that it was, sometimes a little harder to market. Some of the practices were closed certain hours and didn't have a lot of systems in place. Sure. So anyway, I saw the similar future that Dr. Cooper saw. And we both see and believe that having a core value-driven business and having leadership for the dentist entrepreneur and the executives and having a high self-awareness-based company is what's going to win out in the end. So we believe that groups are the future, and we believe that groups should be thinking about building an excellent enterprise, not just a collection of individual practices. So that's where we come from, and we believe in group learning, masterminding, the power in numbers. The other thing that we've seen seeing a cross section of all of these different groups working together is that there truly is no one way to do it. And you've probably seen this yourself. We see 10 different answers to the same problem. So, we believe the way to teach folks and the way to help folks is through the power of peer learning, and that's really how we focus that.
So the idea is to kind of instill in them what it means to be a true entrepreneur versus a clinician, right? Because that shift is important if you want to grow your businesses. And so you're taking lessons from other parts of business, and putting them into dentistry?
Yeah, all of the above, right? The thing is, in dentistry, a lot of folks think that dentistry, myself sometimes too, sure, that dentistry is different, which it is in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, it's not. It's building, you're scaling a business. Sure. So there are a lot of lessons in tried and true scaling principles, sure, that apply very much. At the same time, there's a lot of problems that folks deal with that are specific to dental, and we try to bring folks together who are all dealing with the same problem to help solve those problems together.
So one of the things that I hear a lot is that, the scaling problem has been solved before in other industries, right? In dentistry now is grappling with that problem because we're entering a new phase in industry where consolidation is happening. So it's more imperative for us to understand how to scale properly. And without the right mindset, it becomes almost impossible because you have to be able to build systems that can replicate and that are not based on just individual ad hoc decisions that a dentist is used to making. So the DEO mastermind helps, I guess, people come together and they also exchange ideas. So they learn from each other as well, not just from a teacher who's standing at the podium. who's teaching him. Is that what
Oh,
happens?
absolutely. Again, so some of the problems that folks run into, how to gain funding, or how to establish your KPIs, or how to build your SOPs, or all these kind of business problems everyone runs into. Well, in this consulting industry, you can find 5 different answers to the exact same problem. So
Sure.
there is really no one way to do it, and we believe that the best thing to do is if I was a dentist entrepreneur and executive scaling, is to get many different opinions, many different ways of doing it, and then figure out what the answer is for myself. At the same time, while using these same principles of leadership, self-awareness, communication, good management, how to coach people, how to build a good culture, all of those are going to remain consistent throughout, no matter what business it is.
So you're taking the principles at the top, right? And then you're saying, okay, we don't know all the answers, but we're going to help you facilitate coming up with the right answers.
Absolutely.
And this is exactly, my brother-in-law went to Harvard, and he had me sit in some of the classes at Harvard Business School. And I sat in one of the strategy classes, and this is exactly what the professor said, is that, man, I'm not here to be your teacher. I don't know everything, but I'm going to facilitate a discussion based on certain core principles of leadership, team building, culture. And that's what you're doing exactly. You're kind of becoming the Harvard of dental entrepreneurs, where you're teaching them exactly what's happening and doing a case studies and kind of taking them to the next level.
Right, and helping them find the answers for themselves. Everyone's dealing with different variables.
Sure.
By the way, the Harvard of DSOs. I would love to take that name. That's a high praise. Harvard knows what they're doing. So
Right.
anytime they're doing something like that, it's important to listen to them. But yes, every group that's growing is dealing with their own variables.
Sure.
Every group has different variables. You have different people. You have different external variables that, different geographies, everything. You have your practice set up differently. So there's no way that somebody's going to kind of sit on a stage and preach, this is how you should do it. There is no one way to do it. However, this is what you should keep in mind. These are principles you should keep in mind.
I love this. I love that. This is the reason I fell in love with the DEO, because of this customized approach. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. We come together as a group, we understand the problems, we understand what we need to solve, and we collectively solve them. It's absolutely groundbreaking, especially in dentistry. So congratulations on this amazing, amazing organization, and I am excited to work with you guys over the next decade as we see dentistry move into a more entrepreneurial realm. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Amol.